Hello there, Afsaneh. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Let's jump into your work. So these two pie charts demonstrate the amount of interest that students had in 8 various school subjects in New South Wales in 2014 and 2019. Okay, so we could also say between, just because we've already said in twice. Okay, in is correct, but between just it adds a little bit of variety. To begin, okay, no capitalization for school subjects unless it's a language. Yeah, so also we can just start with geography, math, and physics had orderly most popularity. No. You can't use that structure. Okay, we could say geography, math, and physics were the most popular in 2014 among students, comma, with a share or with shares of 27.7, 27.3, and 19.4 respectively. Okay, well done for using respectively, but we can't use it with the orderly. Okay, use it in the way that I just mentioned. 2014, biology showed. Biology was the fourth favourite. Okay, with almost 14%, or with just over 13%. Okay, we do not want to be continuously putting exact numbers in there. Okay, use exact numbers in one sentence, then in the next sentence use the fancy structures, just over, almost double, triple that of geography or whatever. Okay, or the basic fancy ones are just under, almost a third, almost 20%, just under 40%, and also use fractions, a third, a fourth, a fifth, half. Okay, and then you can also use them, combine them, so we could say just under a half, just under a fifth, just over a fifth. You see, this is variety, this is lexical resource that's going to help you score. So well done for using the comparison though. Biology was fourth favourite, whereas its popularity rose to a quarter, or rose to 24%, which is the highest one in 2017. Okay, so let's see. In 2014, biology was ranked fourth at almost 14%, whereas in 2017, its popularity rose to 24.1%, which was the highest for that year. Okay, let's just move the year to whereas, and it makes it easier to read. The proportion for physics did not change between the years at 19.4% and 21.2% in 2014 and 2017 respectively. Correspondingly is fine there. Okay, I got mixed up with those numbers. To continue, PE and IT, that's right, those are capitalizations. Okay, and history attracted the least interest from students in 2014 with 1.2, 1.6 and 8.7% respectively is fine there. Full stop. History, the popularity of history, or history's popularity, history's, okay, comma, S, Saxon genitive, escalated dramatically from something to 19.4% in 2017 or 2019. Okay, just we can't make mistakes like that. Comma. While IT and PE grew mildly to 1.4 and 3.2%. Okay, if we're saying it grew and we're showing the change, then it's good practice just to say from 1% to 3%. Okay, well done for putting the summary in there. Overall math, physics, and geography, remember capitalization, were popular throughout both time periods. Yeah, but students changed their preferences resulting in history and biology becoming more popular. Full stop. Okay, so there's a lot of grammar work to do there, and in the next pie chart description I want you to include the fractions and those almost and just under and all those fancy sentences. They're in the course, by the way, so look at the task 1 course. It'll benefit you significantly. The question of spending how much money on wedding. Okay, the question of spending money on weddings is reasonable and is a challenge for nearly every couple, especially regarding the luxurious facilities available for weddings nowadays. Full stop. Okay, so some major rewriting there. What I suggest you do is have a look at some sample essays and copy them word for word, pen and paper. Look at a sentence, cover it up with your hand, and then write it out. Okay, you need to be doing this a lot, and also look at how to use how much. Okay, because that's a question. How much money? Yeah. So some real grammar work needs to be done. Some believe it is not prudent to spend extravagantly on wedding ceremonies and its related formalities. Personally, I disagree. This essay will argue that paying plenty of money for a wedding is a cost benefit, using examples to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Good. The first justification is that marriage is one of the most important events. So if we've got this structure, it's one of the most important events. Okay, this is plural. One of the most expensive bags in history. Okay, Apple is one of the best computers in history. So review that structure. It's very useful in everybody's life. So in anybody there. So it is reasonable to celebrate it in the best way that is possible and affordable. Good. Firstly, it is an excellent chance to gather all families and friends in one magnificent environment, check your spelling, to enjoy a fabulous night. Secondly, by recording video and taking photos with the latest technology, this night can be engraved as an exceptional night for good. Excellent. For example, all of my relatives state that my wedding ceremony was one of the best events that they ever took part in, and I am honoured by this. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that it is worth expending money on weddings. Okay, good. So I'm just reviewing the question and we have answered it. But look at the online course and you will see that there's a better way to give examples and we can transform it from from being personal to sounding more academic. And this is critical if you're doing IELTS academic. Okay, so review the course. The second rationale is most people marry one time throughout their life, and there might not be a possibility to have another chance to celebrate this occasion in a memorable way. Individuals can save money and go to travel, buy a home, that's the second issue with singular plural, or car thereafter, while they may not hold a feast for marriage ever again, just to emphasize that. To illustrate this, one study, we can't have one research, one study by psychologists of Royal College showed that people who decided to not have a wedding ceremony and went overseas on an overseas honeymoon instead regretted this and felt pity. Thus, it is possible to state beyond doubt that paying money for wedding ceremonies is a wise decision for new couples. Okay, so for a wedding ceremony, or we change it to plural, and we put wedding ceremonies. Okay, research how to use regret as well, because we can't say became regretted. We have to say instead regretted this. Okay? But singular plural is a serious issue. And also this example could have been improved further. Okay, we could have said, just to make it sound more convincing, we could showed that 3 out of 5 couples who decided not to have a wedding ceremony and went overseas. Okay, 3 out of 5 couples who did not have a wedding ceremony regretted it afterwards. Okay, just for simplicity. Right, from the arguments and examples given, I believe that if individuals can afford to pay for having a magnificent wedding, they'll be satisfied by their action in the future. Good work. There's some serious grammar issues we need to be working on together to improve this. Okay, so what I want you to do now is review the grammar points that I just mentioned. Then I want you to implement all the corrections that you heard on this video. Make a list of the mistakes. Write me 2 new essays and check those 2 new essays for these mistakes. Take your time writing these. Don't worry about the time limit for the exam. Okay, just take your time, and we're going to work on accuracy first. All right? Okay, so you're doing really well, and I want you to carry on improving. Have a good day.